Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Dark Cloud. In this episode, we go through another part of the dungeon. Again, sorry for only being able to go through one dungeon, or one floor at a time. It's mainly because that there's a tutorial going on, as I've stated in the previous videos. If there was a way to just skip them, I would, and then I would just tell you guys pretty much what the tutorial had to say, and what the Fairy King had to say and all that other good stuff. But sadly I can't do that. And about the last video, I do apologize for the audio desync that happened around the 7-minute mark. I have no idea what caused that, but I will try to get to the bottom of it and try to fix what happened. But back to the video at hand. Instead of going around and trying to find, like, let's say, the door to a house or something, you can just warp outside and you can warp to the dungeon. It's a really handy feature, so you don't have to spend your time just walking around. Anyway, going to the second floor. In this floor, we saw a cat in the previous episode, and it's actually very important to the story that we saw it. And as you see, well, you can't see right now, but the layout is kind of different from what we first saw. Oh, ice gems. I need to show you guys sometime about the active item slots and how those work. Pretty much the gems are throwable items that will deal massive damage to your opponents and such. I'm just getting lucky with these X-rings, as I like to call them. The game never really explains what they truly call damage. Anyway, there's so much more about this game that will be able to be revealed per dungeon. Some dungeons will actually take longer than others, and some of them, I believe one is shorter. At least it feels short to me. But Sky Hunter, great way to explain to you guys how building up your weapons work. You see, what I picked up, that Sky Hunter gem thing, is actually an attachment for your weapons. And if you put an attachment in your weapon, you don't have to upgrade your weapon to, well, you have to upgrade it for the effect to be permanent, but you can switch out your attachments to better suit your needs, which is really incredible, because you never thought that, oh, I'm going to put this attachment in, but I have to level it up. You actually can just have the effect right then and there. Okay, gate key. Okay, antidote drink. Sometimes I will probably try to do a run through to where I just use my dagger and hope that the chests open up, like with repair powder and various other things that I need. Paige's house. This is really important. I think I'm about to get the shop reopened in the village. Depends on what I get here. Like I said, this game is really random about the dungeon layout. The atlas handed to you at random, except I believe Macho's house. I think Macho's house is the only solid thing that you get on the first floor. But after that, I think it's different. Because I usually get Paige's house around 4. Again, if you guys want me to look up the lore so there's more commentary, like if the lore can be about anything, monsters, about Norrund Village, where it was funded, how everything went, I will gladly do that for you guys. But you guys have to let me know in the comments below so I know whether or not to do it. Premium chicken, ooh, that is a really good item. It pretty much heals all of your health, but I don't really need that one right now because when it says all your health, you can literally have 120 health. Anyway, under Beast, you'll see that I only got 3 from putting in that Sky Hunter. Now, as you build up weapons, you might get lucky and get a ×2 slot. ×2 slot obviously doubles what's available. Pipe, I got from last time. What's this one? Okay. But anyway, an important thing about opening up the store is you want to have Paige's house with Pike in it. You don't have to complete Paige's house, but you want Paige's house on the ground with Pike in it, with the wheel, and that will be revealed later on. But the main reason for this is if Pike is on the ground, he'll be able to help the Odd Yaffer, which is the store owner, and when he helps the store owner, you'll have much more items to choose from than what he would offer without. And I think that's really incredible because, you know, you think you could just like place it down and go, oh well, he's an old man, he's gonna crack his back doing maintenance on his shop. But when I had to look up that you had to have Pike on the ground to do that, and I'm like, that's really interesting. I would have never thought that I have to have a different person on the ground to help out the Odd Gaffer, which is really incredible because so many different events can be triggered by who you have on the ground, who you don't have on the ground. Oh, and about the little orange chests, sometimes those can like respawn because you've went deeper into the dungeon, or they can respawn due to you completing more and more of the house. Anyway, doing a little touch up on Macho's house. Oh, now I have his brother inside the house, which means now I can ask him what the other 2 items he needs for his house. Like I said, that is a really unnerving part of the game where I have to look up at the sky, but it's also a really good thing because it can tell you what time it is. But after you know what's day, what's afternoon, dusk, and night, it gets kind of old. So that's why I try to spend as much time in the dungeon as possible. Anyway, this is Macho's, I believe, older brother. Yeah, I think it's his older brother, but he's shorter, which is really hilarious to me because it kind of relates in real life with me and my brother. I'm taller than him, but he's older than me. Anyway, the broken dagger glitch, by the way, I wanted to fill you guys in on that. It pretty much, I'll get to the event later, but the broken dagger glitch pretty much boosts a weapon to max stats. Everything will be maxed out, and the problem with the glitch is that if I use it too many times, the game will be prone to freezing, and that is the last thing I want to do to you guys. However, there are some weak people or weak allies that you get on this journey who need that boost. The first ally you get, you will need that very small boost because she gets a limited stage, which will be revealed later, and you can only use her on that floor, and 90% of the enemies on that floor block, and they blocked ranged attacks. Anyway, I'm going to see if this road can reach out to these guys. And okay. But like I said, I will go through my challenges, like trying to use most of the diorama materials, because the place, when I was doing this way before recording, it really bugged me that the place looked rather empty, and the small stuff, it does matter. It really does. And I forgot to use my repair powder and get a second one from the mayor. Sorry about this long-winded process. And again, showing you guys how the warping outside works, even though I was like right at the front door. Again, this is my most favorite dungeon due to the fact that of the music. You know, it sets the tune, it's mysterious, and it's wonderful, actually. Okay. At least with these episodes, with the whole tutorial level, I can go into the dungeon, leave it, and then come back without having to worry about listening to the same tutorial again. So that's alright, so you guys can like see part of the next floor. But the main reason why I didn't skip this tutorial or mash the X button is because not a lot of people know about the guard feature in this one, which was explained a few seconds ago. But that guard feature really does help, but it only helps when you have a certain amount of defense points. You can block nearly anything in this dungeon except for, I believe, pretty much anything bigger than you, like statues, dragons. Yes, there are dragons in this, but it's not Skyrim. And I might do new games, well, not new games, but like new games like Skyrim and all that, like on the Xbox 360. Anyway, this is really good. Anyway, about the big treasure chests. The big treasure chest contains three things. Can contain three things. One, a weapon. Two, a king mimic, and those things are really hard to take down. Or they contain a clown like you guys just saw. And with the clown, he gives you two options, big box or small box. Now, big box can have, well, either box can have a weapon, an attachment, something really valuable. However, this other box can have something that's less valuable, like the worst prize I've ever gotten with a clown is literally a stone. They gave me a unusable, worthless stone. But the greatest prize I believe I got was, I think, a bone rapier. And those things are really good to use. They're not as durable, but their attack power is considerably high due to the fact that you use a dagger most of the time. But about I'm not trying to spoil the game as much as possible, but you will have ranged allies and you will have allies that do melee, and those are distributed evenly. You have 3 melees and 3 distant people. And I'm running out of time, so I will show you something actually special. I'm going to purposely get killed to show you that there is no game over screen. It just says Toyn is nearly destroyed, and you get warped out of the village. So there is literally no game over screen. In order to quit this game, you have to restart your Xbox. Anyway, that's all the time I have for this episode. Tune in next time where I will try to get more than one floor done. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video.